Due to the ignorance of our host, parental discretion is advised.
So is it like scabs on the tip of your dick, or is it down the shaft? Welcome back to the other side of the Beehive. Episode 169.
Ooh, 69, dude. You and I gotta do some sexual things today. Your boy's a little under the weather, dude. If you can hear my sexy voice,
COVID's fucking your shit up there.
That's why I'm dressed up like a wealthy 1920s grandma.
You do look like a West Jordan chick. Going through menopause.
Right.
That's what your outfit is. This screams menopause.
That's why I have cologne on, because my period stinks.
Yeah, it does. It's got that gamey smell. Your mom's dog freaks out of the door when you come.
Dude, I met this lady long time ago when I was a waiter. And not to be shitty about this, but every time she was on her days.
So was she working there, or did she come to eat there?
No, she was she was working with me.
Oh,
She was a waitress. And every time she was there, you can tell that she was in her days, because she was miserable, make everybody miserable. And on top of that, she had that smell.
Wasn't that summer's eve fucking breeze?
Summer days, or whatever it is. Dude, cum trees are out.
They are out. That's what's making you so sick.
Spraying all over my throat.
Trees. You're getting an overload.
I went to Harley,
trees.
dude. Right outside of Harley, there's 3 humongous cum trees. I almost puked, dude. It's so
Are
bad.
they getting worse, or do we just notice it more now? Right?
I think it becomes bad when they're what do you say, blooming?
Yeah.
But there's so many of them. There's 3 of them right at the entrance, huge. You open the door and it's like, it's like a porn scene, right? But you're in it.
It's like your bedroom
It's like,
downstairs.
It's
when
like
Brian's out of town.
It's like Debbie Does Dallas, but you're Dallas. You know what I mean? What's up, Brian? How was your trip?
Hey, it was great.
Yeah?
Yeah, I swear to God, they do nothing but walk in Vegas.
Brian didn't hear the last episode, so he doesn't know how much we busted his
I
balls
busted your balls pretty good.
about traveling on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I just basically said we thought you were a sociopath, because who goes to Vegas on a Tuesday and Thursday? People dress like this in menopause. That's who.
A fucking cheap fuck goes to Vegas on a Tuesday.
It was probably cheaper, huh?
So what did you go? You saw
The Jabberwocky.
that Jabberwocky. So
Yeah,
okay.
and it was even different than when I went in October. So
Really?
yeah, it's fucking amazing. It's amazing.
That'd be badass to go see, though.
Fucking amazing, huh?
Yeah, it was fucking amazing. I would recommend it thoroughly to anybody who likes music or dancing.
Better than the Blue Man Group.
Oh, yeah, I've seen the Blue Man Group.
So I thought that shit was pretty
Yeah,
badass.
I've never seen
But
it.
the Blue Man Group is more comedy, though. Because I've seen him. I saw him with the ex-wife.
Yeah, but if you're not like into like beatbox kind of
They do all kinds of music, though.
R&B, that's probably not your thing,
They do
right?
rock, and they do some Frank
How many of them is
Sinatra.
there?
Oh, tons. They wear masks, so there might be 24 of them for all we know.
But like during the show,
Anywhere from
well, so there's a shitload of them. It's
3
not
to-
like
3 to 8.
4 or 5 of them. It's
think
just a
there's 5.
shitload of them, huh?
And I think there's many groups, too.
Yeah, there's like 5 originals, and then there's that started it, and then there's a bunch of people who they brought on, and then they have helped do performances and.
Because, like, I'm sure there's a group that stays in Vegas.
Yeah.
And if there's like for example, let's just say the
come to
Grammys,
Utah.
then they go out and play and they dance and shit while they still
I
play.
think that's like the genius behind the whole situation. You put anybody behind those masks, and
Well, it's
somebody's
like
making money.
that's like the Blue Man Group. Like they said that they had like 7 different groups touring the fucking
Bald-headed-
because it was just easy.
bald-headed
It was just easy to paint the motherfuckers.
With blue face.
And then Will Wonder quit and came and started a podcast.
That's what he said. That's where it came from, huh?
Dude, this brings me to this. I was listening to the Will Wonder went to the Beans and Rice, and these guys had about 10 minutes of a busting Angels Ball segment, I guess. So last week we went to. Remember, I asked you, is there fights? And he's like, yeah, there's some good fights. So I went to the regular bar, and Beans and Rice got there, the two guys. And at the end, right at the end of the fight, just like it happened last time, one of the guys knew a girl, right? And they're like, hey, do you remember me? I'm so-and-so and so-and-so's best friend. And he was like, oh, yeah, what's going on? So later on, the fights were over. We moved from the middle tables into one of the back tables, and they moved too. So they were right next to our table. Comes to our table. He goes, hey, how about you guys? And she was with a bunch of girls, and us three. I'm like, dude, I got a hair on my hard hat, on my hat. And she goes, you guys should come join our table. You know, make a big table. And Hose was like, you know what? Actually, we're about to leave. Like, we're not staying. Like, we've been here for a while. She goes, oh no, you shouldn't leave. Starts trying to convince him. Then he starts trying to convince Jose. Jose obviously again goes, well, over here, my single friend Angel.
Of course.
I'm so sorry. I apologize. And I turned to her and I said, I mean, if these guys are leaving, most likely I'm gonna leave. Like, what am I gonna stay here for? Heavy set girl.
Some thickies, huh?
Thickies, a thicky girl. So,
Got some
I'm not
king,
gonna. Okay, I'm not gonna
king
say.
size Snickers gals, huh?
I'm not gonna say who because I don't know who listens to this. But I was told, hey, just so you know, if you want it, it'll happen.
If you want it, here it is. Come and get it. One of those.
I was told, just so you know, if you want it, it's a done deal with her. And I'm like,
How thick is thick?
I'm like,
we pushing 2 bills, 2 bills and a half, 3 racks.
She was very thick.
Oh man, she
So
probably would have been and she would have been disaster if she dropped her car keys.
Oh yeah, dude.
One of those.
Oh yeah.
Oh, poor girl.
So she starts trying to convince all these guys, right?
God bless her heart.
Then she turns to me. This is exactly what she says. Turns to me and she goes, what about you? What's your name? I'm like, oh, I'm Angel. And she said her name. And she goes, nice to meet you. Shook my hand. Then she whispered in my ear, you're the reason why I'm here.
Oh.
I'm like,
could you get it?
I'm like, I'm sorry, what? And she goes, you're the reason why I'm asking you guys to stay. You should come and join us. And I was like, I think I want to leave.
Oh,
I'm like,
man.
maybe. I'm like, listen, I'll give you a solid maybe. How about that? But the Beans and Rice podcast, we're talking to Will about it, and then they're busting my balls because they're trying, quote unquote, trying to help me to find somebody. Those motherfuckers are single too. So why can't they partake? Why does it have to be? I don't need help. If you're gonna help me, I mean, how about I tell you who to help me with? You know what I mean? But so she was so funny because she came up to me and she goes, "You're the reason why I'm here," and I was like, "Oh." Like, let me pound this Diet Pepsi and we'll see where this goes.
Yeah, you weren't even getting beer goggles at that point.
Actually, I was a little buzzed because I came in and I bought that mango beer, and it was the number one chief in me at the beginning, and so I bought the pitcher, and I fill up both of our glasses. But then at the end, I've had like 3/4 of my glass is gone, and he'll fill me up again, and his glass was intact. And he was like that for like 2 hours. I'm like, listen, dude, I bought 2 pitchers at this point. I've had 1.5 while you're just fucking around. So I was a little buzzed, and I think he bought a shot too. I can't remember.
Well, you should have stuck around, Angel. You know what they say?
What?
At 10, she's a 2. At 2, she's a 10, man.
I feel bad for her. She put herself out there, and you just crushed her.
But here's the thing though.
And that's hard to crush somebody like that.
For me to, what do you mean by crush? but hold on. For her to throw herself out there, I'm like, you can actually know. I'm looking to tell. Oh, you do this often.
Maybe she doesn't. Maybe like you are her 10.
I mean, look at me, dude.
Do I have to?
I feel bad for her.
What? Oh,
You should,
what about you feel bad for your boy?
hey, you should give her a pity sex. Hit her up. You got her number.
Petey's.
Yeah.
I have her number.
Yeah, don't you have her number?
No.
Oh. Well, never mind that.
Ask your friends; they know her.
Yeah, they
I'm
know
sure
her.
they do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that
it's
is
just so
kind of
annoying
odd.
because they're like, oh yeah, Angel has turned me down twice. Should I give him one more chance? I'm like, hey fucker, you guys are single too. Why don't you just play for yourselves?
She must have been really big then.
I just thought it was funny that she came up to me and she goes, hey. And I'm like, oh. She's like, you should stay. But she was like, you should stay. And I'm like,
You ever
maybe. How
ever
about
had
that?
sex with a thickie like that before?
Have I ever? Not that thicky.
Oh,
Not that thicky. Have you?
I didn't see her, obviously, so I don't know what I'm comparing it to.
Have you ever? What's the biggest you think?
Um,
No shame. No shame.
It's just
but I'm
like
not
18.
But I'm kind of yeah. I'm that kind of guy that, like, I've always been really scrawny and little. So, like, when I was a teenager and in my early 20s, like, thick girls didn't talk to me because I had thick. I had thick friends.
But they were probably like, we'll
Right.
crush this motherfucker.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Break this
So
one down.
I didn't. But I never had anybody say, "Hey, you're the reason I'm
You're the
here."
reason I
you know?
came
I
to
never,
this
I never had basically like, "Here's my meat taco." I mean, it's yours for the taking, right? I never had that.
Yeah, I thought it was.
I feel
No,
bad.
not-
I feel bad for her.
Why?
I do. Not,
Oh, you what?
I don't blame you, but I'm just saying, like, for somebody to come out and like put herself out there, and that's probably her pickup line. She probably went right to the ace in the hole. Fucking, you're the reason I'm here. It's just how it works every time, except for this time.
What happened? Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, and then they said, "Oh yeah, Angel, you should focus or whatever, or take these opportunities, whatever." Yeah, they said something like that. And then they said, quit buying shoes and hats. So I decided to wear my newest shoes and my hat. Fuck those guys. Don't help me. Fucking help me.
No, I don't think you need help. I think you're just fine. I think they need help.
Well, according to one of them, before he got to the bar, he was on a date, and I was like, "Oh, okay,
Oh, really?
right on."
Well, good.
But anyway, how's your week?
It was shitty, man.
Yeah?
It was shitty. It was shitty weather.
I know.
Just a lot of fucking changes. Just, you know, those weeks that are just fucking long. You finally make it to Friday. You're all fucking finally. But like today was just never stopped. I didn't get lunch at all today. I didn't get breakfast. I had a cup of coffee
damn.
all fucking day.
That's what I do, bud.
I'm not used to
No,
that.
I
I
know.
at least eat once
Yeah.
throughout the day, right? But man, just been one of those weeks. It's just that turn of the weather where it's shit, and then it's good, and then it's shit, and it's good. But fuck, it's been a rough week. I had to pick my counter partner this week, so I had to make a decision. So
You have to do what?
pick my counter partner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's all done. So it'd be good to get a little bit of a relief in there.
Yeah.
Get some help. I'm drowning here. So much goes on. I just feel like I can't get caught up, and I have yellow Post-it notes fucking everywhere. And it's like I feel like an accomplishment when I grab one of them and throw it in the ground on the garbage because I've did something. But I'm looking like, bitch, you haven't even scratched the surface. And the phone's ringing, and here comes another one. So it's been a long week, man. I'm ready for the weather to turn. Let's fucking fuck the snow.
Yeah.
It's either snows.
Or get the fuck out
Or
of
get
here.
the fuck out of here,
Yeah.
right? This fucking, it rains for a little bit, or I'm done with that bullshit. And then it's sunny, then you go outside to fucking do something, then it shits on you again.
I tell you what, though. Guess what I did today? Finally, I scheduled my guy, which is related to Brian's, to detail my truck. And I'm like,
I saw that.
fuck it, dude.
And then it rained this
Then
morning.
it rained
didn't it?
this morning, dude. I was like, fuck. Dude, he texted me while he was getting it done, and he goes, it's raining, dude. I'm like, I know, dude, but I said, at least the inside will be spotless, and it is. It's pretty badass. It's got one of those things on the mats that are so clean that you can't. Yeah, you can't put your foot down. It slides. I hate it, but the fact that it looks so good is like, I love it, dude. Finally, my fucking truck looks nice, the way it's supposed to. Then I go to work today, and it's like too muddy. I was like,
I need to pay for that detail job I just got in my car. Can I work?
That chick at the bar was trying to give him a detailed job.
damn.
How was your week? I mean, did you work?
Other than, yeah, for the most part. I think one day we left half a day. And then today it was just, when all you have to do is, obviously, we're in the dirt. So if it rains or snow, it's mud. And if obviously doing what I do, I need trucks to go in there.
Yeah.
And then trucks need to go to the side to dump. It's just like, if you start putting everything together, it's like they're coming in here, they're risking getting stuck, first off. Then they got to drive around to where it's already bladed and rocked. They got to run over that, and it's going to get soft. And then they got to get mud on their way out, and then mud all the way down the road. Here and when they're dumping.
You know who I feel bad for? That poor old man that's out on the road, always in that sweeper.
Yeah, dude.
I feel bad for that guy. He's always out there just back and forth sweeping, and then he's got that shovel. He hobbles out there.
There's one guy that it's in the sweeper all day long, every day. And meanwhile,
do you know what a bros broom is?
No.
It's like got a cab that's got the blue fucking brushes. It's got like 3-4 wheels.
It's like a riding lawnmower, but it's got a sweeper.
But it's got a sweeper on it.
Okay.
And this guy is...
That's all he does. That's all his job is.
That's all he does, Monday to Friday, unless they work Saturday. And
just back and forth.
he goes back. He has a long row this way and a long row this way, like all the way out, all the way back. But it's like sometimes it gets muddy to where it sticks to the ground, and then he comes down with a shovel, starts breaking it, and then he jumps on his thing and sweeps it. But it's like
he gets it perfect, and then one truck just pulls out of there and just
muddy, dude.
He
goes
just
back
stares at it.
It is freezing balls, dude. And this guy is just either covered in shit. I mean, not shit, but like, layers over layers, or he's just in a sweatshirt where he's like.
He looks like that Bernie Sanders fucking.
Yeah, dude. With less hair.
He's a gangster, though. He does not give up.
You know him?
No, I just, since we've started that, every time I go out there, I always see him. I'm like, man, it's like the guy standing on the side of the road. I should give you a couple bucks or something for you doing such a good job. I feel bad for you.
I hear somebody say, that fucking sweeper swings the fucking sweeper so he sprays everything on my fucking car. I'm like, damn, dude, this motherfucker's doing the job nobody wants to do. And we're shitting over him.
Oh, poor bastard.
Dude, when was the last time I got sick? I haven't gotten sick in so long. It started like on Wednesday night. I went to bed and I'm like, you know how you start feeling
I have a runny nose.
That cummy throat?
I have the sniffles. It was probably from them gum trees.
It's probably you and I kissing.
We didn't kiss. We docked. We didn't kiss.
Fucked. We didn't kiss.
Oh, dude. I can't. I can't.
Yeah, find a way, dude.
I can't.
Find a way.
I feel horrible about it. But at the time, there was nothing I could do about it, first and foremost. So the person this story pertains to just has to know it was a total fucking accident, and I had nothing. I did not mean to do it. So me and the wife are getting dirty last night. Episode 169. Imagine what we were doing.
No,
right?
but give us details. I'm just kidding.
I basically just did, right?
Some play-by-play here.
So we got off of each other, and I turn around and we start kissing. And I think just the movement of me getting up and moving around, you know how if you adjust, you get that belch. I burped right in her mouth, dude. And she goes. I felt like the biggest asshole.
Fuck off of me.
And it was Costa Vida.
Oh.
Fucking. She's like, you motherfucker, way to ruin the mood. I just lay there. I'm like, fuck. I felt bad. I'm like, so we gonna finish this or what?
Yeah, like, so I'm still hard.
Yeah, I was. God bless her heart. She let me finish. Again, she bails me out.
She's not gonna like it when we make it a clip. I was gonna say something when you say that. I fucking forgot.
No. Shout out to her. Oh,
I don't have too much to say today because I've been sick.
Yeah.
I got home. I got sent home because of the weather, and then I came back and I got like all these things that I'm thinking about doing, and I just went.
Lay down.
Just pass the fuck out.
Fuck yeah. It's nice to get caught up like that.
Well, I don't sleep, so anytime I can, like this has happened for the longest time. As soon as something like that happens, like I get sent home for weather or whatever, then I start to go home, and the entire time, like, what can I do during the day on a weekday that I usually can't do because I'm at work? And so I started thinking, oh, maybe I should do this, I should do that. And then I get home and I'm like taking my pants off or whatever, and I lay down. I go,
Yeah.
oh, I remember what I was gonna say. Now you're talking about your stomach making all those weird noises. I went to get my taxes done with my my mom's lady. I never met her before. So we get there, and mother knows I'm not eating. I'm only eating once a day, and she just got done eating breakfast. So I went to her house. She finished eating breakfast, got dressed, and then we went to get my shit done. The entire time that we're there, it's an office, obviously. It is so quiet. It is so quiet. And me for being hungry, and my mom because she just got done eating. Both of us were like, which is like, we looked at each other and we're like, this is bad.
Yeah,
This is pretty fucking bad.
When I do interviews, and then somebody's just never even met me. They're putting their best on to impress me. I'm just sitting there, my guts all, no way, motherfucker. He's all, do you need to go? I'm like, no, I'm fine. I would try and shit, but I can't shit. That's why it's doing this. I've been constipated as a motherfucker lately.
Are you? Did I tell you what? Doing this diet, I don't have to shit as much, but when I fart, I clear a room, dude.
Oh, it's deadly, huh?
Yeah, I don't
wonder
know
why.
I don't know.
You're
why.
not eating.
We've had to paint his room twice now this
It's
week.
you're not eating as much.
Yeah, I don't know
wonder why.
But it's just every time I go, God damn, Ange.
Like a sulfur smell or like a shit smell?
Yeah, no, like a sulfur. Yeah,
Yeah, those are the worst.
like you know those smells that you go, oh, there's poop in there. It's just not ready to come out. Hasn't brewed yet.
It's salivating, right? It's like a witch is brewing your
Speaking
ass.
of defecating, Brian went and took a shit yesterday right next to me eating, and I heard the whole thing.
So the bathroom, the kitchen table on the other side down.
Oh, the
down
Beehive.
below,
Put the Instagram handle here.
the hallway is the bathroom, and I'm doing the diet, and so my body's like, what the fuck are you doing? What the hell is this lettuce stuff you're putting in your body?
And there's nothing you can do
And he
but
doesn't
listen to it, right?
Yeah, I felt so bad. 'cause
But he
he's
felt
sitting there
bad.
trying to eat.
To me, like I heard it, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. It doesn't gross me out. I mean, I'm not looking for. I mean, I'm not eating and putting my ear by the door, you know. But like if I hear it, it doesn't. Like it doesn't bother me. Like I can be eating, and someone can be telling me the grossest fucking story ever, and I'm just like,
It doesn't bother you?
no, dude, not one bit.
I did make sure I closed the door when I walked out because I was like,
Yeah, he
Do you have
comes out.
spray in there?
yeah, I sprayed.
He comes out and he goes, I won't go there for the next 30,
Don't go in
45
there.
minutes.
Nobody go in there for about 45 minutes.
But I'm like, I have this video, this Snapchat on my phone that I saved. It was when I went to work at Company 2. There was this guy that he was telling us a story about a broken sewer line, and he was gagging so bad. I was in tears laughing, and he could not finish the story. And this happened years ago. And it's like, and the fucking, and I'm like, this is the best thing ever, dude. The fact that you can't say it, you're just thinking about it, you can't say it.
I told you my experience at Company 2 with a broken sewer lateral up in Pleasant Grove area.
Okay.
We were doing that
Company
one up
one.
there. Company 1, excuse me.
Okay. Oh, with Daryl?
Yes. I was blown the fuck away. And I was at that point, my and it's all spitting him in the face. He didn't even blink. He's just pulling up what's that string, that tie off?
The belt?
you know, the stuff we would hang on like shoring and lower it down. That white ribbon, fucking.
Oh, yeah.
It was hanging in the shit water. It's fucking like bubbles from laundry and toilet paper, and he's all pulling it up, and it seriously went right on his face, and he went, and he just kept pulling it up. I'm all, just watched him do it. I looked over, and I just saw the whole crew. I was like, "Did you fucking see that?" He's like, that was a gangster right there.
That's what, dude. I've been in sewer lines as deep as my knees before. It was like don't bother me one bit. Like, obviously I don't want to be there, but it's like I see what I'm stepping on. I'm like, it's just whatever.
You just don't breathe through your nose, right?
Yeah.
Breathe through your mouth.
Oh no, you might want to breathe through your mouth, don't you?
I don't want to smell it. Regardless, it's going in. We talked about the porta potty one, right?
Yeah.
That one's different. It's like when I pick up dog shit in the backyard.
Yeah.
I do not sniff through my nose, right?
Yeah.
I know there's fresh air. I'm outside. I might catch a whiff, but I'd rather take the whiff in my mouth than smell the fucking rotten dog shit.
Yeah, I was just.
So we're both pretty
whatever.
pretty congested here.
Yeah, we definitely made out sometime. Like I said, mine was Wednesday. And I don't know if it was the day that was raining, or it might have just. I don't know what it was, but Wednesday night I went to bed and I'm like, you can feel that there's something coming.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever. And then the next day I just the coffee makes it feel good because it's warm.
Yeah, fuck
So
yeah.
I'm just drinking coffee, but I have one cup of coffee all day long, so I can't just pound it either. So I'm like sipping a little bit, trying to spit as much as I can.
Yeah.
But and then today wasn't as bad. Other than I still have it, but
So you were able to go home and go to sleep.
yeah.
Took a nice little nappy poo.
But like 20 minutes, half hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you just lay there the rest of the time?
Yeah. I was like, I need to get this going. And then obviously I'm thinking, what am I going to do this weekend? And then I'm like, well, first of all, I shouldn't hang out with anybody because I'm fucking sick.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, wonder what that thick is doing tonight. I wonder if she comes sick.
Hey, host, where you at? Smell that chick?
I should call the beans and rice. Hey, give me your number. Where are you going to be today? Maybe this time I'll come into the bar and be like, you're the reason why I'm here.
The reason why I'm here, right?
As I go,
No, fuck.
Also, I come out and I was like, Quinn sent me a text today. He says, is it windy over there? And I'm like, I don't know, dude. I got set home. I haven't gotten out. It was pretty windy over there where he's at.
Really?
He's down to one episode a week. No more Wednesdays. Yo, why people call it Wednesday?
It's WEDNESDAY.
Well, no, I mean, why Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday?
I don't know.
Because you don't say, oh, I got to go there today. You said today, right?
I don't know if I've ever noticed anybody say it that way.
Really? Mm-mm. You know what I was thinking about too today? This is so stupid, but I was like, I gotta mention in the podcast that I'm under the weather, and then I go, why under the weather?
Because if you're in the rain, that's when you get sick. You're under the weather. It's gloomy. That's my perception of what it means. You know what I mean? Where do you get sick? You get sick in the cold. Like you get a cold, right?
Yeah.
It's the weather. It's bad weather. So you're under the weather. You're under the weather spell.
What do you do? What do you get rid of this thing with? What are you taking anything?
Vitamin C, man. I take those emergencies every morning.
Vitamin C's up in the cabinet over the.
Is it like the powder things you put in the water?
That's the ones
really?
I have, are the powder ones.
Yeah.
That thick chick was trying to get your vitamin C.
Yeah, no shit.
See this dick.
See these huge tits. What? Sorry.
Were they big?
For all dude, everything was big.
Ooh. Are you looking it up, B?
Yes.
What does it say?
Had something to do with on the high seas when the wind would start to blow hard, the water became rough. Crewmen and travelers would go below deck and down to their cabins in order to ride out the storm and avoid the seasick. In this way, they literally retreated to a location under the weather.
So it has nothing to do with being sick.
No, has nothing to do. Seasick. But that's.
But I guess we just take it from there, huh?
Yeah.
But we all know what you mean when you say that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a little under the weather. And everybody's like, oh, okay.
Stay the fuck away. Yeah, but I was wondering that
It
because
has nothing to do with being sick.
What's another weird one? Like another weird saying that we say that we really don't know.
Look up sayings. Famous, not famous. What we say? Situations sayings maybe?
Would be like,
Because every time I come around across one, I go, "Why do we say this?"
Yeah.
And then I forget.
yeah. But now they have to sit and think about it.
Yeah.
You can't think of any of them. But as soon as you walk out the door, you'll think about it.
Or like, okay, this one kind of makes sense, but I hate when people say it. When adults tell me, "Oh, you got a sad tummy," I was like, "I'm gonna spit on your face."
Sad tummy?
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
Yeah. Or someone says, "My tummy's sad." I'm like,
Instead of
I'll Will Smith bitch slap you right now.
instead of, you have a sad tummy?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
Yeah, dude.
Huh.
But I was just like, I'm not a child, but I am though. I went to Dan's house to
Some weird sayings.
okay,
To sweat like a pig.
Yeah, that's one, right?
but that makes sense.
But pigs don't sweat.
Exactly.
Yeah, pigs don't sweat.
That's
That's the
serious?
weird part. Yeah, pigs don't sweat.
Raining cats and dogs.
Yeah, see? That's another one. Good look up, B.
What's the one you say about it's hotter than what?
It's hotter than a half-fuck fox in a forest fire.
Mad as a March hare.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
I
Yeah.
have never heard that.
A March hare, like a bunny in heat.
Yeah. Dog days of summer.
The dog days, right in the dead of the summer.
Kicking the bucket.
Kicking the bucket, yeah. Dying. But is that like the end of your bucket list?
Oh,
Right?
That makes sense.
You're kicking the bucket. I'm dying.
That makes
It's the end of the
sense.
bucket list, right?
God damn! Look at the knowledge of Justin
There's
Simmons.
a big paragraph about what it means and where it came from, but
But where does it come from? Where does it go?
come on.
What?
Where does it come from? Cotton Eye Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said.
To break a leg and how that means good
Yeah.
luck.
Break a leg.
Break a leg. The apple of my eye.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Yeah. There's a lot
But those make sense though.
That one does make sense, right?
But like the pig one. So what does that mean? You don't sweat?
No, you would be sweating, and that's why you would
To
say
sweat a
that.
lot.
But that's weird because I'm pretty sure pigs don't sweat.
I'm pretty sure I've seen oily
they-
fucking pigs.
They don't. According to this, they don't sweat a lot.
They don't sweat a lot.
Yeah, they don't sweat a
You're
lot.
not being forgotten, not you, motherfucker.
Dude, I remember. I think I've been in the Westerner twice in my life. When Cotton Eye Joe comes out,
Oh man,
dude, all the hillbillies fucking go crazy. Yeah,
Fuck
and
yeah.
all they do is like they do the thing where they hit. No, hold on. They hold each other like this, like they're couples.
and they
Right?
just spin around.
And all they do is NASCAR all around the fucking going back to NASCAR all around the dance floor, and then they do at one point they stop and they go back and then they keep going again. It's just the weirdest thing. But as soon as everybody's like, "Yo, it's my fucking jam," and the people go fucking ape shit, dude.
That's so disappointing.
You know, I'm sure you have a remix of Cotton Eye Joe in your repertoire.
That is one of the top songs. So when I do weddings, I hand them a playlist and I go.
They always play it, right?
I go. Here's all the songs I have that I play at weddings. I don't really have because I just kind of play off the crowd, but I play out of this. So if there's any songs in this list that you don't want to hear, the top 3 songs I get: Cat and I Joe.
Cotton Eye Joe.
Cotton Eye Joe. See, I don't even care that much. The Macarena. Don't
That
play
one makes sense. I can't stand that fucking song.
And Sir Mix-a-Lot, Baby Got Back, are the 3 songs I get.
At a wedding, though?
Those make sense
not
that
to
you
play.
don't play at a wedding.
Don't
That
play
makes
at the
sense to
wedding.
me.
Oh, they don't want you to play?
They don't want me to play at the wedding. I have a list of 200 songs that I play out of when I do a wedding. That's plenty for a whole wedding, right?
And they don't want you to play those.
And I'm like, whatever songs you don't want me to play, let me know. And if there's, and then I take special songs.
Right.
We do, special songs for the entrance and the mother-son dance.
Yeah.
And whatever they were, cake cutting and the garter toss and all that. But, yeah. And so
What's the number one song they play
the number one song
that you can think of that
Always
you know?
and Forever.
What's that?
By Heat Wave. You don't remember that song?
Sing it.
I don't sing. That's why I'm a DJ.
Talk it then.
Always and forever. Each moment with you feels like a dream to me. You don't remember that song? Or Earth at Last is another one.
At
By
last.
Eartha Kitt.
Oh, yeah.
But that's for like sentimental moments, right?
Right, yeah.
But I'm talking about,
usually
like-
slow songs.
How about the
Usually
chicken
slow
dance?
songs. Oh, they hate that one too.
Really?
Look at this
I
fucking
don't-
guy.
I don't- but that's not on
Apparently
the
he
list.
loved
I
it.
don't- that's one
You
of those
probably
songs.
you probably don't do a lot of white weddings, do you?
I mean, I have it, but that's one of those songs that if somebody comes up and goes, "Hey, we play the chicken dance," I'm like, "Got it." I don't. That's not in the
Oh,
normal,
yeah.
routine.
Every wedding I've ever been to has done the chicken dance.
Really?
Every fucking wedding I've ever
Is
been
that
to. Yeah.
Where all these weddings did they wear jeans? Did the groom wear jeans?
I feel like you're throwing shade at me at the kind of weddings that I would go to, motherfucker.
Did these people go to the Westerner a lot?
Shout out to Jason. I was the best man and I was wearing jeans.
We love Jason.
I'm sure Jason goes to the Westerner, huh?
No shade.
I've been to the Westerner with Big JB a couple of times.
With whom?
Jason.
Oh.
Well, it's the other one in Ogden that we went to. Remember that?
Oh, the...
It's just bad as the
Outlaw?
Westerner. Yeah, it's the same thing, right?
Oh, when we saw Clean Black at the door, remember that?
Yes.
This motherfucker.
He was
Oh, it's so fucking
styling,
funny.
dude.
We come in, and there goes Justin and his wife, and then there goes Jason, and then I come from behind, and I'm like, oh, hey, what's it go? And he asked me for my ID, so I pull up my ID, and then he looks at me and he goes, do you have any guns or anything that I should know about? And I'm like, no. Justin goes, notice how he asked the brown guy if he had any fucking guns. Like, he didn't ask anybody
Didn't
else.
ask any of the white people that walked in before.
But what the fuck did he say? That I said, all right, Clint Black.
No, it was when we were in. That guy walked in and he had the button-up shirt. I mean,
Yeah.
he had the mullet and the cowboy hat. He straight up looked like Clint Black.
But he said something to us, and I was like, all right, Clint Black, relax. Brian doesn't know who Clint Black is.
Yeah, I know who Clint
Oh, do you? Yes. Ah, damn, B.
Yes, I know who Clint Black is. I know a little bit. I know who they are.
I don't know country, dude. There's no country.
tell you, like-
no country for old man.
I can tell you 80s country, but like maybe a little bit early 90s. After
Yeah.
that, I have no fucking clue.
Although I do have Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Greatest hits, greatest tits. I do like that.
I have a hard time saying that's country though.
Yeah.
It's like the outside of country, right?
But why would you put it though?
Like,
'Cause wouldn't you say that? Look at us talking about country like we know what the fuck. Wouldn't you say that Johnny Cash is kind of out there with Conway Twitty?
No.
Not really?
No, I don't think so because Conway Twitty didn't say any cuss words or talking about killing man or
Or naming his boys too.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
a badass
right?
song. Though. That's a killer song.
So, top 10 wedding songs of all time.
Yeah.
Number 1, and this is just according to
What's that
mywedding.com.
Celine Dion song? There's a Dolly Parton song I think
Number one,
originally.
you're not even close. Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis Presley.
Oh,
At Last, Eartha James.
Yeah.
At Last. Perfect by Ed Sheeran. Marry Me by Train. Bless the Broken Road by Rascal Flatts.
Right. That'll be Justin's wedding.
All of Me by John Legend.
All of me loves all of you.
I Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith.
And I don't want. Dude, I don't know why people shit on that song. That's a badass
fuck,
song.
you know what ruined that song? The movie. That fucking shitty movie.
Hey, yeah,
was
but
on.
hey, but you won't be seeing Bruce Willis in the movies anymore,
Oh
dude.
man,
Yeah, that's sad.
makes
That's
me
fucking
sad,
sad,
man.
What a wonderful world. Louis Armstrong.
What a wonderful world, dude. All these movies are gay.
What the songs? They're because that's what weddings.
Oh, I said movies. Sorry, songs. But I'm saying, like, if I was, like, what's the song you gotta have on your
Boy,
wedding?
we can see where you're sitting in your life.
but
You're
you're
like,
saying-
fuck love.
The way you look.
That
tonight,
shit's
Frank
gay.
Sinatra.
It's exactly what you just
Just
said.
smoke weed.
Yes, smoke weed.
Just play Slayer.
Fat chicks. Fuck.
No, what I'm saying is like a happy song. Like
So what played at your wedding?
Now we're listening to songs, like you're naming songs for like the first dance, for example.
Right.
But I'm talking about like for the party, you're not playing At Last.
Well, yeah, I mean, you play them in between dancey songs. So you play some dancey songs, and then you play a couple slow songs, and you play some more dancey songs, and then you play some.
What did you have at your wedding?
I didn't have anything.
Then me either. I was in a parking lot
Yeah,
of a liquor
that's
store.
true.
There
You
was
know
no
what?
DJ
If
hookups.
you actually had a song.
God,
You've
no.
never done a first dance with your.
We've never danced. Like,
Okay, so
like
I'm gonna,
we've danced, but like not when we had got married. It had been.
Well, first of all, you were at my wedding, so you should know.
yeah, but then I show up late.
Yeah, that's true. You dance like a fucking gangster
I quick walk
with
Don't be
a
mad.
bucket
Go
hat. No, because
I was trying to do the Ja
you know what
Rule
I think it was? It was like so we rented out the place and they gave us like the sound system and like the CDs for where the like this is for when the bride comes or whatever. Here comes the bride or all that shit, right? But it so happens that we went, oh, okay, noted. But it never crossed our minds to have someone to
Somebody
be in
do it
charge
for
of
you.
that. So when someone said, "Oh, here comes the bride," we all stood up, and then my ex-wife was coming in and like dead
Silent. Crickets.
And guess what?
Your tummy's all.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
I'm sorry.
That was good. It's good.
Sorry.
That's why it's fucking awesome. And so we're just waiting.
Your stomach's all.
My stomach jailbreak, dude. That's why we're fucking ducking from the umbilical cord, dude. Yeah, I don't know. Those are sad songs.
So you never had a first dance.
No, man, we had to get out of the way. The next group that got, in fact, the
we had to
guy
get out of the
that
way
was-
for the next car to park.
the next group behind us was a man marrying a. I don't want to say the wrong word because I don't want to get in trouble.
Oh, this is when we
A
get canceled. Transmission. Okay, we get it.
Transmission.
Yeah, we get
like
it.
I had a 305 turbo transmission. It was a dude and another dude, but the other dude was a woman.
Yeah.
But she had all of the work done.
Yeah.
They were standing there waiting for us to get done as we moved away, and then they did it, and then the next one in line.
Up to the drive-thru.
They said it was like the busiest day, and it's probably the 2/22/22 may have beat it now, but 11/11/11, like that's all 11s.
Right.
The day that we got married, and I mean it was packed.
Yeah.
Yeah, ours was pretty sad. Not sad. It was just pretty quiet. Because we were like, we didn't put somebody in charge of that shit.
But we partied, like we out because we were in Vegas.
Yeah.
We got everybody together. We went to a nice dinner. My fucking cheap ass dad's all, hey, yo, so we're in line to go to dinner. My cheap ass father, at that moment, he's like, hey, am I supposed to pay for all of this shit? Because he's the father, right? I'm like, well, I didn't ask you to. And he's like, oh, yeah, because I can't afford this kind of shit. I'm like, motherfucker, there's 20 people. Like, we're going to the fucking Venetian to have fucking caviar or something like that. We went to the Rain Casino, motherfucker. It had a buffet, you cheap fuck. No, I got it, Dad. Thanks.
Why don't you go ride, huh? I was also going to say something to pop out. Now I forgot.
I'm sorry.
I need some shit with my brain, too. What is that thing you say?
Alpha brain.
Alpha brain, dude.
So anybody who is planning on getting married and They're planning on doing.
First of all, don't.
Don't.
Yeah.
I would recommend against it highly. But
God, you guys are miserable as fuck. Jesus Christ.
Dude, the last couple weddings that I've been invited to, they have been outside of Utah, and I go, what the fuck are we doing here? Like
Here in Utah?
Well, it's been outside of Utah. Like they live here, but they want to get married in somewhere else. I'm like, what the fuck,
we did
man?
that. We did that for the Ravens' wedding. We went down to Vegas. We all had to go down to Vegas.
But why though?
I don't know.
But just to celebrate, because she doesn't have family. She's not from there.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
The reception was the wedding was there, and the reception was there.
Yeah.
It was all there in Vegas.
Also, I thought I was gonna be my boy's best man. Nah, took his cousin.
That's his blood, son.
Yeah, well, whatever. Maybe
I mean, your blood now.
Maybe
but
that's why it wasn't.
You still
maybe
talk
that's
to
why
your,
I wasn't successful.
You still talk to your cousin?
No.
Well, there you go. How did I know that was going to come out? I set that one up perfect, didn't I?
Well, that's your fault, Brian.
Whose fault is it?
Oh, I do have that. Remember, I told you I have that video. Of
What video?
Of your
Of my what?
your speech at the wedding.
Oh yeah, I've never got to see it yet.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Sure.
All right, Dick. Just because you're upset that you didn't get to give a
Fuck
speech
this
to
guy.
us.
Dude, look at you and your fucking.
Tahini in the beer?
Did you see this tahini you brought us, dude?
Yeah, the little
Little fucking keychains. Maybe this will clear my nose.
Oh yeah, snort
Fuck
a
yeah,
little
dude.
fucking
Do
tahine
it live.
gagger.
Do it live. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
Yo, I haven't gotten to talk to you. Or were you gonna say something?
No, go ahead.
How was WrestleMania?
Awesome. It was Stone Cold was there both nights, so we got to see him twice wrestle. He worst stunner I've ever seen Vince McMahon take. Like the worst stunner ever.
How old's Vince McMahon?
Old. I think he's
76. I googled afterwards.
76. Yeah, I think he's 70.
Well, we probably ought to throw that away soon.
76 and Stone Cold was 56, huh?
Yeah. He's 76 and Stone Cold is.
We were just talking about. I was just talking about Brian, or to Brian about this
57.
in the house. Remember Sable?
The chick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How hot she was back then.
I don't think I could-
she's married to
Brock Lesnar.
Lesnar.
Yes, I did know that.
And I asked Brian. I said, is she in the Hall of Fame? And he was like, I don't think so. But after all those nasty thoughts that I used to have back when I was younger, you see her now, you go, oh.
She didn't age well, huh? Pull that shit up, my friend.
I'm working on that.
But
Why he's working on that? Gilbert Godfrey,
I was
man.
going to say that.
Man. What a career, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Wasn't that old either.
60. Well, he had
I think it was hard.
something internal. Oh, no, yeah, his heart arrhythmia. That's right. What a fucking.
Quinn always, I don't know how the fuck he does it, but he posted a picture of, they're in heaven, and there's a picture of Saget.
That's a real picture.
I know, but it's Saget.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
Louis Anderson.
Anderson and Godfrey.
Godfrey.
That's pretty cool. When Wise Guys posted the photo, I thought it was because he was coming, and so I saw it. And I'm like, oh, Godfrey's
Scrolled
coming.
right through it.
Yeah. And then I see it. By the way, we haven't talked about this. You went to see Chappelle Lacey.
Has it been that long? Oh, yeah, because we
last Saturday.
recorded on
Thursday.
We recorded on Thursday. I was going to say, we didn't talk about that.
It's hard to see because I can't find any good pictures of her right now where she's not wearing sunglasses.
Well,
There's probably a reason for that. The fact this motherfucker's walking around in Jimmy John's fucking hoodie. I mean, she's not bad. She's old, man. And she's had a ton of work throughout the years,
for sure.
right? But if you go down, I mean, look at him though. He's no fucking Calvin Klein.
But I mean,
He's no
this one right
Frank
here
Grillo.
on the left, that one. Yeah, like this is back when
She was,
she
at the
was
height of her
active.
career.
And look, I mean, she's
Yeah, but when was that? 93, 94?
Early 90s.
Early
but
90s?
she actually like she disappeared, didn't she? Like she never.
Yeah. The reason she's not in the Hall of Fame is because there was a big lawsuit between WWE and her, and they settled out of court. But so
About what?
I don't recall. I can't remember why. What she sued him for, like something to do with the work, employer work environment.
Yeah.
Some
Defamation of character. What?
harassment.
Check out my
or
brain.
hostile work
Defecation.
environment.
Defecation of character. She was taking a shit
That's the name of the episode.
again with the defecating.
Jesus.
No, yeah, you're right.
But yeah, you remember, I don't know if y'all remember Sunny at all.
Sonny Liston?
No, Sunny.
Oh.
She was like the first, before Sable, there was Sunny. And she was, at one point, she was the most downloaded chick according to AOL. That's how long ago that was. Give me a second. But she's like 10 miles of rough road now. Like severe rough road.
But you look at the divas now, dude, and you go, Jesus Christ.
Like, as far
Like
as
Tori Wilson, till this day, dude, she's fucking stunning.
When she had that,
I follow her on Instagram.
what was that song? Someday somebody's gonna make you wanna turn around and say, isn't that her?
That's a band.
Tori Wilson.
That's no, you're confused with fucking Wes.
Wilson, she was part of Wilson Phillips, right?
Wilson Phillips. You're confused with Wilson Phillips.
Oh, she wasn't a member of
Someday
that.
somebody's gonna make you want to turn around and say goodbye.
Do that, David. Turn around and make you cry.
Don't
'Cause
you know? Oh, damn.
That's Sunny.
Oh, I think I do remember her.
Like I said, before there was Sable, there was a Sunny. And yeah, she's
Yeah, click on that one for me.
drug problems.
See that picture where she's in the bell, getting her mugshot? Is that the chick that was waiting for you at the bar?
That's the girl that said to me, I came here because of you. Do something for me, dude. Google Ashley Massaro. Rest in peace. This chick died. When she was wrestling, I was like, oh, this lady makes me feel tingly.
You used to tug on your little tamale.
Yeah, it was like, ooh, because she was like the rocker chick. She had the tattoos on her elbows. She was rocking the. I love seeing a woman with a hat. I always have, and if they have it like backwards and shit.
Oh, like a ball cap.
Yeah.
Not like a hat like this.
No, not a hat like this. Although chicks that rock this kind of shit, I'm down with them too. But she would come out and she was like the rocker chick. So that's obviously these are older, but like that one with the tank top at the bottom and the red hair.
I won't go full screen.
He had a virus looking up all these yesterday chicks. Is this chick dead?
Yeah, she
Oh,
passed
that
away.
sucks.
I think she committed suicide. Didn't
She was.
she?
So
Oh,
hot.
no way.
Oh, you think so?
I think so. Oh, let me pull.
She was so hot, dude. But like Tori Wilson, Trish Stratus, Kelly, they're all the Bella twins.
These all sound like fucking porn stars. The Who twins?
Well, Tori Wilson.
Twins.
Tori Wilson was on.
Yeah.
Tori Wilson was on Playboy. I mean, I have it.
So was Ashley Mazzaro, wasn't she?
I think Ashley Massaro was too, right there.
Yeah.
And I think I have it too. I can't remember.
Yeah, there's some really good. But yeah, Sable, she's old.
Is it weird that
That's Trish right there. Look, be at the all the way to your right. Like this is Trish Stratus, like now, and she looks good.
Is it weird that I only know the dudes?
Well, yeah.
Maybe. Maybe a little telling.
But when I was a kid into wrestling, there was not ladies in it though.
That was, that's how I got started watching wrestling.
Watching
was,
dudes like me in skinny outfits with their balls hanging out. Yeah.
The wonderful women of wrestling.
Oh, okay.
And the girls, and they were like, the thickies that were trying to wrestle with Angel that night.
What are you talking about? What
they were like big girls, and they would wrestle.
Really?
Yeah. And I remember watching them and going, "Oh, it's kind of cool." And then I found out that there was like guys wrestling, and
dude,
I've introduced to the Hulk Hogan's and the
I've
Randy Savages.
I've said it before in this podcast. China, she did Playboy. Good looking pussy, and she was buffed as shit, dude.
I watched her little video she did.
The One Night in China.
Yeah, I did watch that one. That's what it was called.
That's what it was called.
Yeah.
One Night in China.
So, Brian and I went to see Mick Foley.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you guys about that.
I don't know, Brian. You tell him.
What do you want me to
Yeah,
say?
what?
A lot of it was just stories about.
It was like a pep talk with funny stories,
Yeah.
which it's cool. And he had it all planned out. He's like, I'm here. We're gonna tell some stories. And it was like at the end, we're gonna auction this jacket or whatever because it's going to like a good cause or whatever. And he got to like $500.
It was like $500 he got for a jacket.
Did you buy it?
And then he had like questions. What?
Let me see your shoes. You have that kind of money.
No, I don't, because I bought the shoes. Those drunk ladies were annoying.
There was two fucking ladies from Boston.
Your cousin from Boston.
From Boston, they made themselves heard.
Look stupid.
Well, they made sure that we heard them all. Because one of them came over and started talking to him because he was like, let's do questions now. Because he had, like I say, he had everything lined up. And he goes, okay, well, let's do questions. Anybody has questions? And your boy had one of the badass fucking questions. I didn't ask, but I was like,
well, wasn't that badass?
But you know why? No, but you know why? I tell you why. Because at the end, because of these chicks, I was like, I started to sweat. I started to feel uncomfortable. I was like falling asleep. I'm like, I'm out of here, dude.
Were you just annoyed?
I don't know what he was. I think it was pretty hot, wasn't it? At one point, I was like, God, like it's fucking hot as shit. And this chick, for all the ladies, one of them came up to the stage and he was like, you know what? You know so and so, and I was married to him, and then something like that. But like,
it wasn't really him; it was somebody else. But
yeah.
I thought it was the same.
Which the story didn't fucking.
Like, this
is
bitches
stupid.
are so drunk.
But then, but it's the fact that she's saying it so confidently with the Boston accent.
Yeah.
You're just like, just go sit down, bitch. What the fuck? You're ruining everything.
And it didn't even make any sense. She's like, my husband. I'm married to Scott Stigner, but when I first met him, I thought he was Scott Steiner,
which is a wrestler.
Yeah, who
Papa Pump, right?
Yeah, Big Papa Pump. And she's like, but it's not him. And she's like, okay. And she's like, but that's funny, huh? Yeah, I was.
We were all like,
no, that's
like
stupid.
go to the back of the bus.
Get
bitch.
the crickets.
But then, and then
That's what it was.
And then the other one says, hey, can I go? She had the biggest balls and say, can I call my nephew and you can talk to him on the phone?
Man.
And then Foley you can tell that Foley was the nicest fucking guy. He's like, can we do that later? But when she said, can you, she's already walking towards the stage.
Oh,
and at this point, Foley was already like, hey, let's not do, she was like, hey, for the wait staff, let's not do tickets until we're at the questions, so we can, because I need guys to focus. And so people started asking questions, and then she was like, can we? And then goes to the stage, stands by him, tells the shitty fucking story, calls the nephew or son or whatever it was, doesn't pick up the phone. So now Foley's like, well, we try. And he goes, no, let's do it again. And Foley's like, no, listen, no, dude, I'm telling you, I was like,
that would have been annoying.
I was like, I'm ready to fucking go. and then she's like, no, let's do it again. But while he's trying to push her off, the phone goes boo again, like he's calling, and then he answered. And then he's like, hey, this is Mick Foley. We're like, holy shit. And then like 5 minutes over there on the phone, and you're just like, what are we doing here, man? I'm like, get that bitch off the stage.
I hate cringy shit like that.
I do
dude.
too.
It makes me so uncomfortable.
I did too.
So uncomfortable.
But then he was nice, at the end, and he has his own print, so he asks for your name, and I forgot to bring it. I was gonna bring it here, put it over, and he asks for your name, and then he writes your name on the thing, and then that's what that photo that I took. But overall, it was cool. But I wanted to ask, my question was gonna be because why I wanted to ask this. But that was another reason why I stopped, because I couldn't remember the name of the latest guy that just died. That you just got the Funko.
Scott Hall.
Yeah, so I couldn't remember his name, but I was gonna say, can you tell us a fun story out of any of the wrestlers just passed? And I was thinking about this guy. I said, hey, can you give us because obviously they know the person, the wrestler. Yeah. They know the person. Like if I say, hey, tell me a fun story with Eddie Guerrero, and then it's like, I was eating tacos with Eddie Guerrero. I was like, just whatever it is. But I was like, that's a good question. But I was so done after these bitches did. I'm like, let's just get the fuck out of here.
He was twirling his hair, I think. I was like,
I got to pee, but I got to come back and tell you about my wise guy's gib.
oh yes.
Your what?
My wise guy's story.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, that was annoying.
Yeah, she was just, and I don't mean to be
about Hulk Hogan and his porn was pretty fucking funny, and his little Hulkster couldn't Hulk up.
It's funny how he just shits on Hogan.
Yeah.
But then he's like, we're actually friends. But did he say, I've seen his movie? Is that what he said? Or say, I haven't seen his movie?
I don't watch my friends in porn.
Oh, yeah.
So I did see the Hulk Hogan one. Something like that. Yeah. It was him and Hulk Hogan and Al Snow, he shitted on.
They were selling Mr. Sockos.
Yes, Mr. Sockos.
They were selling the shirts.
But it was cash only. Who the fuck carries around cash?
Well, he said you could Venmo.
No, he'd let those people Venmo. He was like, they're like, oh, we can do one, but not everybody. And I'm like, man, I would have bought a Socko. I wouldn't have bought his shirt because I'm sure they don't have my size. But I would have bought a Socko if I would have known I needed.
What would you do with it though?
What would I do with it? I would have had him sign it.
But he wasn't signing. Oh no, he was.
He would have signed.
Everybody took shit for him.
That guy that had the big ass belt.
Yeah. By the way, fucking Will Wonder goes to the Beans and Rice and he's holding a bell the whole time. It's like, get the fuck out of here, dude. What are you doing?
That's the one I bought
Grown-ass man.
Twins. One of those little belts like that. Grown-ass man over there holding a belt.
He's sitting there trying to be serious with this fucking wrestling belt on. And I'm saying this because I know he's going to listen. I know he's going to watch.
Well, he's been asking for the smoke from me.
You see the post that he posted, the picture that he posted with all the belts? I'm like, listen to this mother. Hey, if that was the case, Justin and I had how many fucking belts?
Yeah, y'all
Shut up, Will.
Shut up, Will. Collectors.
What's going on out there?
They're doing a performance outside of our room.
Confused on what's going on out there.
Let's bring him in.
Like some anime weird
It looks like
stuff. Anime stuff going on. Like they're doing live anime songs or something. It's really kind of awkward.
First and foremost, we pay enough.
Temple.
We pay enough in rent for this place to. Why is there a lamp sitting on the floor in there?
The lights aren't working.
And so we can't replace a fucking $1.25 light bulb
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking
in the
about.
bathroom.
There's a lamp because
sitting on the ground.
Switch and then the lights come on. Oh, it's sitting on the ground. The lights. Come
So we good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. Tell us.
So,
Wise Guys. Because you went to Wise Guys too.
The same
night,
day, yeah.
But you went to the one downtown.
Yeah, the one downtown. Yeah. So Dre hits me up and he's like, "Hey, I got tickets to go see Chappelle Lacey. If anybody doesn't know Chappelle Lacey, he's a comedian, but he's also on The Fighter and the Kid. And if you've listened to this podcast, I mean, you know how me and Angel follow The Fighter and the Kid. So I was excited to go see him. But as I say this explains my whole theory that I've always thought. So What's the worst show to go to at a comedy show?
The early one?
The early one on a Friday, right? I don't think I've ever been to an early show on a Friday that's been a great show. And I don't blame the comedian. I blame the crowd.
Yeah, because as soon as you're done, the next crowd wants in. Mm-hmm. And so you need to get the fuck out.
So, to me, the crowd was like, this is the crowd that if you won tickets on the radio, this is the giveaway, right? You don't necessarily know who this individual is, but if you want a ticket, this is probably the show that those tickets are going for, right? So Dre's like, hey, I got Friday night 7:00 tickets. Like, oh, okay. So the wife's out of town. Yeah. She's in the car. What do I have to drive? The truck, right? Truck doesn't fit anywhere, right? So where did I park? Here at the fucking studio. And at 6:45, I'm walking my happy ass all the way to the fucking Wise Guys, which it's not blocks. That far when you're by yourself.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking far.
I'll probably be doing this while I walk.
I had a nice watch on and some nice shoes. I'm like, man, you better run, motherfucker, because you're in the bad side of town, right? Once I got to the gateway, I feel a little bit better, right? So we get there. I walk in just in time to sit down. Dre was there with his beautiful wife. We sit down, and obviously the host. Mm. Then there's the opener, and then Chappelle came out. Right out of the get-go, it was a somber crowd. Mm. Not very many people laughing. Mm. Now, I'm going to call you out on this, Dre.
Ooh.
I don't know if it's because he thought it was really that funny, or if he was just trying to lead the laughs, which I appreciate. But it's like, hey, knock, knock, who's there? Canoe who? Canoe come out and play, Dre? He's doing that shit, right? Loud as fuck next to me, right? So, and I appreciate it.
You're gonna kill Angel. You're killing Angel.
I'm surprised he's not. Let's go, Lawler!
So Chappelle was outstanding.
Yeah.
He was funny as shit. And we're having a good time. But he kept looking in the crowd. He's all, where's all my black? Where's all the blacks at? Obviously the guy next to me. Right? Yeah. No, there was quite a few.
Oh, was it?
There was actually quite a few. And so he looks and he's like, hey, that my man Dre, you would have thought this guy just got told by fucking Snoop Dogg that he was the greatest DJ ever. He was like, yo, can you believe he called me out? I'm like, well, I mean, yeah, you're this much taller than everybody. And you go, you know too? No, I'm not shitting on him because he made my night. I had such a good time because of Dre.
Yeah.
It was a fucking riot. So, but as we're a half hour into the set, there's a guy where we always sit, right in the front row, right on the corner, and I was probably 5 or 6 rows back, and I was on the very edge so I could see this guy. Got his foot up on the stage. No. Dressed like you. Had a mustache.
He knows.
White guy, right? And he's doing the same thing. Laughing like
overdoing it.
Putting his hand out to get Chappelle to shake his hand. And Chappelle obliged. He did it a couple of times. But he kept yelling shit out to him. Yeah. And I've never seen this at a comedy show before. Security came. They warned him. Be quiet. Like the big ass Asian dude that's always there.
Yeah.
He was like not having it. So he warned him. Walks back. The guy does it again. Yelling and talking through the set. Yeah, just like that. You just you can laugh and like say yeah, or if he talks to you, talk back. But cutting him off.
Yeah.
So finally,
there's some etiquette, people.
Finally, security walks up. They pulled him out of there. I've never seen anybody escorted out of a show at the time, Chappelle didn't see it. He was looking over here, and 10 minutes later, these guys get let back in.
Oh, I think Dre mentioned that on Saturday.
And Chappelle went off. He's like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "I have never seen this before. How the fuck are you gonna get kicked out?" And they just let you back in. He was just like, "What the fuck is up, Utah?" But he was, you know how you know a newer comic, right? You go see Dave Attell. There's that professional level, and then you see a guy like Chappelle. Again, his riffing was just as good as his comedy act.
Yeah.
He was awesome. He was awesome. He was a sweet guy. He was really nice. We chatted for a little bit after the fact, though. But if you don't know Chappelle Lacey, go look him up. It was a good show. Thank you, Dre. I appreciate you taking me, man.
You actually got to meet him, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, on Monday morning, I'm like, well, as soon as the episode is out, I have to listen to what he has to say about Salt Lake. Because I tell you what, if he would have given Dre a shout out, I would quit podcasting. I'm like, I'm done. Yeah. I'm fucking done.
He called him out of the crowd.
Yeah, that's what he said. But no, he was like, "Oh, how was Salt Lake?" And he was like, "Salt Lake was good, man." And then they moved on. I'm like, "That's all you had to say?" It's like, fuck, man.
That show was
But you didn't ask him to do anything like the next day. Yeah, what are you doing tomorrow?
That wasn't happening. Yeah, it wasn't happening.
From you or from him?
From him.
Oh, okay.
I was all about it. It just didn't line up like we talked about, right? But it was like, as I looked through the crowd, I remember seeing a guy, long hair. He was wearing fucking starter shorts, probably 53, 230, long fucking hair, had the one earring in his ear, that kind of guy, you know what I mean? And he just sat there. Just stared at him the whole time. Like, why would you even come to a comedy show if you're not going to enjoy yourself? It's just, there's something about that early crowd compared to the rowdy crowds at 9 o'clock. It's just like a better show for that. And maybe that's just my opinion. I don't know. I had a fucking blast, though.
About my ticket for Norman. July, though. So.
Just get one?
I got two.
You gonna take that thickie from the bar with you?
I don't know. I would like to take somebody. I don't know who, but.
Well, don't make it one of those last minute things like you did with.
The last minute thing, they canceled on me, Brian. I didn't cancel on them. Dude. They told me yes, I'll go, and then the day off, they were like, "Oh, I'm not going."
All the single ladies.
Did I just open up a wound that had healed over?
Well, you just fucking talked to me like it's my fault that I didn't go. I was like, they canceled on me.
I'll bet it would be impossible to dig dog shit out of the bottom of those fucking shoes. Look at them. Look at that.
I got Tetris going on underneath.
Anyway, B, where can they find you, Adam? Cut it out right here.
You can find me at Chakra Lounge every Friday, Saturday night. Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, DJ Bad Boy Brian.
I didn't know we were done, but you can catch me on Angel Cervera on Facebook and Angel Cervera on Instagram. That's Cervera. It's my last name.
Is that how you spell it?
What's right here right now?
We need to change. We need to change it to your boy Ange. No. Okay.
Then I sound like I have a nickname like everybody else.
Like the chief does.
Yeah. Hey, I want to say this, okay? Because you already shit on Dre.
I did not shit on Dre. One bit.
The fact that he has his name, the People's Champ, I'm sorry, that belongs to The Rock. That's all I'm going to say.
And it belonged to Ali first, so, I mean.
That's all.
Everybody gets that one, though.
Everybody's working for the weekend.
Everybody's working for the weekend.
Actually, we've done that one, so never mind. It's not gonna go.
Oh no.
Yeah. Anyway, where can they catch you, dude? In your long balls.
J_Sims68 on the gram. Find me on the Facebook. The other side of the Beehive, YouTube. Spotify, iTunes. If you're listening to this, you probably already know that, but go to the YouTube channel, subscribe, hit the alert button, the notification, give us a love, share us, and 169, mister.
169, dude. We should have somebody next week.
Okay. Hey, if you want to be on the podcast, let us know.
Until next time, take care, y'all. Dude, we're about to get a plethora of fucking messages. Until next time.
And you're all copy.
Noted.
Noted.
Until next time, take care. Good thing they don't listen. Until next time, take care of yourselves out there, and we will see you on the other side of the Beehive.
Hey, does this look normal down here?